Welcome back, everybody. Your typical bull here. I hope everybody is having a great weekend. Today, we're going to get into some more technical analysis, and this is going to set us up for a couple of my most favorite setups. This is basically the only two setups that I'm going to be teaching you that I used to trade crypto, and you can use these setups on stocks as well. They work. It's a very basic concept, but it's very powerful. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Your support really helps out the channel. So what we're going to be getting into today is support and resistance levels. And today in this lesson, I'm just going to teach you how to find them. So it's going to be a rather short one at the basic level. And then we're going to get into the more advanced didn't mean to do that. The more advanced levels of support and resistance. But today, the only thing we're going to need is this horizontal line tool. So, what is a support and a resistance? Let me use my little pen here. So, if a stock is moving, and it's moving like this, it's moving basically and touching the same price level several times over and bouncing off of that to the upside, this is a support level. A lot of people are buying at this level and they see value here. So this is where a lot of buyers hang out. So when price moves to that area, it is probable that it will bounce again. And same thing on the top. If price is moving down repeatedly from the top, this is a resistance level. A resistance level is a place where price will likely move down. There are a lot of people who see overvalue here at this location, so there are a lot of sellers there. Now, when price moves out of this support level, as it does here, or I'm sorry, this resistance level, as it does here, and then it comes back down, oftentimes that price will retest that old resistance as a new support. So now your resistance is a support level, and then price is very likely to come back down and bounce up here until it finds a new resistance level. So remember that floors, so here are your floors, and ceilings. Sometimes your ceilings become floors when they break out and it retests as a new support, and sometimes your floors become ceilings as if it breaks down and retests as new resistance. Cool. So there's the very basic concept. So we're looking at a daily chart here of Apple. Let's see if we can find some of these levels. So here, this is a resistance level, right? Price bounces and rejects here a couple of times. And then here's what we're talking about. The breakout price is bouncing here, and now it's testing that again as a new support level. Let's scroll through and see if it touches that again sometime. And it doesn't. So here is another resistance level, right? This is a resistance level because price is rejected here 1, 2, 3 times, and then price breaks out, retraces back towards that, and now it's testing it again as a support level. And then price comes back down here again, and it does move a little bit lower, but it's still pretty well holding this level as support. If it moves down below that, it bounces back up. And this is a very basic concept, but it is also a very powerful concept. These same levels repeatedly get tested over and over again. See, here's a support level. Price touches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times here, and then price breaks down from there, and now it's testing that as resistance. And I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but it does. Here, see, it's rejecting there, and then price breaks out again and tests that back as support. See, old ceilings become new floors, old floors become new ceilings. See, it's a floor here, breaks down, now it's a ceiling. Breaks back up, now it's a floor again. So this is a very basic concept, but it's also a very powerful concept, and you can do this on any time frame. Here's a 4-hour time frame of Apple, same stock, same chart. Let me delete all the other drawings. And here's some support, resistance here, obviously recent resistance, but if you look back, this new resistance here is actually an old support level, right? It tries to bounce here and then it fails. And now this old support level, here's a support. Now it's a resistance level. And then that same level again breaks out. It's trying to test as a support, but that support fails, and now it's once again here a resistance level. And like I said, you can find these on any time frame, even intraday. You can find intraday supports and intraday resistances. See if you notice here, yesterday's pre-market high is pretty much this day's high. We're looking at a 5-minute chart now. Here's another good example. This level here, there we go. Price is moving here. It's a resistance, it's a resistance. And here you get your little breakout. And now that level is being used as support. Here's another support level intraday. So let's just go over a couple more things here before we end this video. So your support levels and your resistance levels on your larger time frames are going to hold significantly more value. Let's go look at AMD instead of just Apple this entire time. So let me delete all my old drawings here. Your daily support resistance levels. This is actually beautiful. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, so your daily support levels are here. Your daily resistance levels, I would consider this a very strong resistance, right? I would consider this another very strong resistance. And the reason for this is because on your daily chart, price bounces here once, price bounces here twice, price bounces here 3 times, 4, 5, and here's 6 times that price bounces in that same location. Same thing for your resistance. Here's 1 on this one, 2, here it is as support, here it is as resistance again, and resistance again. So your daily levels are going to be much more valid and important than your 4 hours, your 2 hours, or your 1 hours. And just the same, your weekly levels. Once again, look here on your weekly chart. Look how many times price bounces off of that same level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. And these levels are going to be much more valid than your 1 hours, your 2 hours, and especially your shorter time frame, 5 minutes. I would say that these fail probably more often than anything on your 5 minutes. Lord almighty, look at that breakout. But it's always important to find your resistance and your support on your larger time frames and then scale down to your newer time frames. See? Alright, well, that there is going to pretty well cover it for this first lesson. We're going to get into some more advanced concepts as far as this goes in our next one, but I hope this helps you guys to figure out how support and resistance works. Remember, you can trade off of these using your candlestick patterns and your RSI indicators and your stochastics that we've already talked about a little bit. We'll get more into it later. I appreciate everybody for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. We'll catch you in the next one.